In this video, I wanted to show you how you can do backlink acquisition completely on autopilot thanks to this prompt. And if you want the prompt, just comment prompt below and I'll send it to you. But I'm going to go through this in complete detail and explain how it can work for any single business. Because at the top here, we have this dynamic section and you can replace all of this information with the details for your business. We'll run this prompt with a tool like Claude Desktop, and then it will automatically go off and find all of our backlink opportunities. It will find email addresses, websites, so we can actually contact the owners or do things like guest blog posting. We can even run this on a schedule as well. So every single day, it will present to us new backlink opportunities that we can pursue. With a combination of backlinks and then keywords that we can rank for, that's how we can start to rank higher on Google and then convert some of that organic traffic into paid customers. So if we look at this website here, for example, you could see they have organic traffic of 20.2 thousand every single month, coming from 2,000 ranked keywords. They're paying for zero traffic, so they're not paying anything on AdSense. But this number here, this value 27.3 thousand, this means if they were to pay for this organic traffic with Google Ads, that's how much it would cost them, $27.3 thousand. So this just shows how valuable organic traffic can be if done correctly. So what we're going to do is go through this prompt in detail, and then we're going to use a tool like Spectre SEO, which is going to show us our domain rating, the maximum keyword difficulty that we can target, and then it's going to generate for us keywords that we can actually rank for based on our domain rating, and then start to generate articles with those keywords so we can start to convert some organic traffic into paid customers. Now, this domain rating here is going to increase if we can get backlinks. If we don't increase our domain rating, it means we cannot compete for higher traffic keywords. That's where the real money is. And so we'll go through this prompt now in complete detail and I'll explain everything that it does. The first thing that's really important, as I specified before, is to replace the dynamic section at the top with the details for your own business. So then it will know what competitors to look at, what websites to contact, all that kind of stuff. So the role here is just explaining what the purpose of the task is. We're going to run this as a scheduled task so it can find 3 high quality actionable backlink opportunities every single day. And it's going to go through this like rotation thing where on Mondays and Thursdays, the primary goal is going to be guest post opportunities. So where we can post a blog on someone else's website. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's going to find listicles. So when people do like best of inclusions, we can reach out to those website owners to list or include our website in those lists. Wednesdays and Saturdays, it's going to find tools and directories. So that's self-explanatory. And then on Sunday, it's just going to find a mix of all of those opportunities. So this means every single day, we're going to get a fresh batch of opportunities that we can pursue. Step 1 is going to be to deduplicate content as well. So if we run this on a schedule and we run it every single day, we don't want the AI to just come back with the same suggestions every single day. So what it's going to do is it's going to look at our conversation history to see previous runs and make sure that it does not re-recommend the same thing twice. So this means we get fresh content every single day. Then step 2 is it's actually going to go off and do a web search. So it'll go to something like Google, and then depending on the search candidate for that day, based on the rotation that I explained, it will then do a Google search with these sorts of queries. So right for us, and then the target audience keywords, guest post plus, say SEO or content marketing or SaaS. These will be automatically replaced when you update the dynamic sections at the top. So depending on the type of content that it's searching for, it will do different sorts of web searches and then just see which results come back. The third step is to find competitors. So the best websites that you can get backlinks for are websites that already rank your competitors. This means that we can then go off and find websites which are already including our competitors and then include those in the search results as potential candidates that we can reach out to show our product alongside theirs. The next step is it's just going to go and vet all of the results that it's found as well. So first, check if the site's active. So does it have content that's been published in the last 3 months? The second is to check that it's not a content farm as well. So we only want to get backlinks on highly valuable websites, content farms, although they might seem like they have a high domain rating themselves, actually can negatively impact our domain rating if we're linked there. You don't want to be associated to content farms. The next is topical relevance. So we're looking for websites that are actually relevant within the niche that our product is also within. And then we need to do things like check if the lead is actually pursuable. Can we find contact information for the owner of the website? Do they have social medias on things like LinkedIn or X? Because if we can't contact the website owners, then there's no point pursuing the lead at all. The next step, step 5, is just outlining the output format that's actually going to be returned once the prompt is finished. So this is going to include like the website URL, the domain, the type of website, the type of backlink opportunity that we're going for. So it could be guest post, listicle, or directory in this case. It will include things like the relevance as well. So how close to our niche is this opportunity? It will also include, from an earlier step, the competitor evidence. So has it actually found our competitors on these websites? And then this will allow us to make smart judgments about if we actually want to reach out to that website owner or not. It will then include all of the contact information as well. So how we can actually reach out to the website owner, be it via email, contact form, or even social media. We'll then also include a pitch angle as well. So this will be a draft email or message that we can actually send to the website owner. So you can just copy and paste the message that this prompt outputs, send it directly to the owner, and then just wait for your response. So this means if we've got like 3 unique opportunities every single day, we can just copy the generated message, send it to the owner, and then just wait for them to reply. And this takes a ton of work off our plate, because if you want to focus on more important tasks, that's the whole point of doing automation, right? Finally, there's just some hard rules that we give to the prompt as well, like never fabricate information, never suggest domains already on the do not repeat list, as I mentioned earlier. So now we've gone through the prompt, what we need to do is just copy the entire thing and again, replace the dynamic sections. And also, again, if you want me to send you this prompt, just comment prompt below and I'll send it over. And then we'll go into a tool like Claude Code, and I've already set this up, but I'll show you how to do it again. We'll go to co-work, we'll go to scheduled, you'll click new task here, and then we'll just put in the name of the task. I'll just put 2 because I've already got one. Explain what it does, and then we're just going to paste in the prompt, replace all of the dynamic sections at the top, and then we can choose the frequency. So let's have this run once every single day just before we start work, so the data is fresh and ready for us when we get to our desk. So for me, I'll have that run at 7. So when I get to my desk at 8, everything's ready. You'll then just press save on that. And then every single day at 7 a.m., you will get backlink opportunities that you can reach out to. So if we look at the previous one that's set up here, you can already see that from a previous run, we've already got recommendations. So opportunity 1 in this case is a website called Marketing Profs, and we can do a guest byline submissions. It gives a URL that we can actually submit to, so we can just contact the website directly that way. It also includes the competitor evidence, so which competitors it's found on this website and why it's relevant to us, and then other ways that we can potentially reach out to the website owner. So it's done this for 3 separate opportunities. So I can then just look through, choose which ones I actually want to pursue, ignore the ones I don't, and then just go from there. Once we've got all of these backlinks growing over time, and it is a slow process, that's just the case with SEO, but once we've increased our domain rating, we can then use a tool like Spectre SEO to start to rank for higher value keywords that have much more search traffic. So if we look at this keyword here, for example, just SEO tools, every single month, this brings in 49,500 searches. If we can rank in the top 10 for that, that is a huge amount of traffic. But you cannot do that with a low domain rating, because this has a keyword difficulty of 69. So what Spectre will do instead is it will look at your current domain rating, and then it will only target keywords that you can actually rank for. So it will look for long tail variants of these keyword buckets. So SEO tools, you're never going to be able to rank for that directly. There's always already massive websites that are going to outcompete you on that. If you look at something like duplicate content SEO, it has much lower search volume, but a lower keyword difficulty as well. And if you can then start to rank for thousands of these keywords, all of these volumes start to stack up until you can get thousands and thousands of organic traffic just by targeting long tail variants that are actually within your grasp based on your domain rating. I've also filmed another video where I go for a separate prompt showing you how you can use Claude Code to automatically find more keywords, again, using Claude Desktop. If you want to see that video, then I've included a video right here. And if you do want to sign up for Spectre, there's a link down in the description with 50% off for the first month. hopefully you found this useful. If you want more SEO tips from me, please subscribe. Otherwise, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.